Listen up, because today is about something that's bigger than just you. It's bigger than any obstacle, any setback, any challenge you face. We're talking about honor. The kind of honor that shapes the person you become, the legacy you leave behind. Honor isn't given to you. It's earned every single day with every decision you make, with every move you take. It's the quiet moments when no one's watching, when you could take the easy route, but you choose the hard one, because that's where real strength is built. Honor is the way you carry yourself, the way you handle your business when no one is looking. You think people don't notice? They do. Honor speaks louder than your words. And today, I'm here to remind you that no matter where you are in life, no matter what you're going through, you've got a choice. You can stay down, or you can rise with honor, showing the world exactly who you are, and demanding respect not through words, but through action. So, let me ask you right now, what are you going to choose? Because honor isn't a one-time thing. It's a way of living, a way of being. You're here for a reason. Your purpose is tied to something greater. So let's get to work. Let's start living with honor and show this world what we're really made of. Honor is not something that is simply handed to you. It's something that is earned through hard work, dedication, and the way you carry yourself every day. It is easy to believe that simply because you exist or hold a certain position, you deserve respect or admiration. But true honor is the result of consistent effort and the choices you make when no one is watching. It's about doing what's right, even when it's hard, even when no one acknowledges it, and even when the path of least resistance seems more appealing. To earn honor, you must prove yourself over time. This doesn't happen with a single action or one moment of brilliance. It's in the repeated commitment to excellence, to integrity, and to authenticity in everything you do. Every day, every decision. Every moment is a chance to either affirm or diminish your honor. The simple acts of showing up, doing your best, being responsible, and treating others with respect are what lay the foundation for the honor you seek. It's also about being true to your word. Your word is your bond. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you commit to a course of action, follow through. Honor doesn't allow you to break promises or take shortcuts. It demands that you hold yourself to the highest standard, even when no one is around to hold you accountable. The strength of your honor lies in your ability to do what's right without expecting recognition, without needing applause, and without seeking external validation. Earning honor means accepting responsibility for your actions, even when things go wrong. It's easy to take credit for the successes, but the real test of honor comes when you face failures or setbacks. A person who lives with honor owns up to their mistakes, learns from them, and uses them as fuel to grow. They don't make excuses or try to shift the blame. They take full responsibility and move forward with the intention of doing better next time. This is not to say that the journey will be easy. In fact, it's often the hardest. Most painful choices that truly test your character. It's about standing firm when the pressure is on, staying true to your values when it feels like the world is trying to pull you in another direction, and doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Commitment to earn honor is a constant process. It's not a destination, but a continuous effort. And while it may not always be recognized in the moment, over time, your actions will speak louder than words, and your honor will be undeniable. Ultimately, honor is the reflection of your character, your consistency, and your ability to stand by your beliefs no matter what. It's not something you can demand from others. It's something you must prove through your actions. And when you earn it, honor will be the very thing that defines you and sets you apart. Honor is a direct reflection of your character. It's not about what you have, where you come from, or how many accolades you've collected over time. True honor is rooted in the way you behave. When no one is watching, how you interact with others, and the integrity you maintain, even in the face of challenges. Your character shapes every aspect of your life, and honor is the manifestation of that character in your actions and decisions. It's a clear sign of who you are, what you stand for, and how you navigate the world. When you think about honor, you must first think about the kind of person you want to be. Do you want to be someone who stands out for their authenticity, integrity, and commitment to doing the right thing? Or do you want to be someone who cuts corners, takes shortcuts, and only acts in ways that benefit themselves? Honor doesn't just come from outward achievements or recognition. It comes from the quiet strength you show when faced with adversity, the way you choose to treat others, and the unwavering commitment to being the best version of yourself. Your character is tested in moments when it's easy to be dishonest, to compromise, or to do what's convenient rather than what's right. Honor shows up when you resist those temptations and make decisions that align with your values, even when it would be easier to take the path of least resistance. It's about making choices that align with who you are at your core. Even when the world around you might encourage you to act differently. It's also about how you handle relationships with others. Your honor is revealed in how you treat those who have less power than you, those who can't offer anything in return. It's about how you lead by example, demonstrating respect and kindness in the way you interact with others. True honor doesn't seek recognition for acts of kindness or generosity. It simply does what's right because it's in your character to do so. It is this character that people recognize and admire, not the empty words or grand gestures. Honor isn't something you can fake. It's not something that can be manufactured or manipulated. It is deeply embedded in your character, in the way you live your life day in and day out. People can sense when honor is genuine and when it's just a front. The most powerful form of honor comes when it's consistent, when it's not swayed by external circumstances or personal gain, and when it's demonstrated in both big and small actions. Every decision you make, no matter how insignificant it may seem in the moment, is a reflection of your true character and the level of honor you carry with you. There is no shortcut to building character, and therefore there is no shortcut to earning true honor. It requires you to consistently choose integrity, even when it feels uncomfortable or difficult. When you compromise on your character, even in small ways, you diminish your honor. It's a delicate balance that requires constant attention and commitment. If you're willing to compromise on your character, you're willing to compromise on your honor. As you go through life, your honor will be the sum of all the decisions you make, the relationships you build, and the way you stay true to your values. It's the quiet moments of choosing integrity when no one is looking that build the foundation for your honor. It's through these moments that your true character is revealed. This is why honor is inseparable from character. It is not something that can be put on or taken off depending on the situation. It's who you are when the world isn't watching, when it's just you and your inner beliefs. Over time, the people around you will recognize your honor because it will become apparent in every area of your life. Whether you're in the workplace, in your personal relationships, or in your community, your honor will shine through the way you live, speak, and interact with others. It will be the foundation upon when others build their trust in you. Honor builds relationships, credibility, and respect. And those things are not earned with a single act. They are built over time through a consistent demonstration of your true character. To truly understand the depth of honor, you must look inward. What kind of person are you becoming? Are you someone who is driven by integrity and the desire to do right by others? Or are you someone who compromises their principles for comfort, convenience, or gain? The way you answer these questions directly impacts the level of honor you hold. You can't expect to be honored by others if you don't honor yourself first. Honor begins within. It starts with self-respect and the commitment to live in a way that reflects your highest values. Once you have that inner honor, it will begin to radiate outward, touching every area of your life and influencing everyone you come into contact with. So, if you're truly committed to living with honor, it's about building your character in such a way that nothing can shake it. It's about becoming a person whose word means something, whose actions match their words, and whose decisions are guided by values that remain constant regardless of the situation. That's the essence of true honor. It's a reflection of the character you have built and the choices you continue to make to ensure that your honor remains intact. Honor isn't a title you wear. It's a manifestation of the kind of person you are and the respect you've earned through consistent, uncompromising integrity. Honor demands sacrifice. This is a fundamental truth that lies at the heart of what it means to live with integrity and purpose. In life, it is easy to fall into the trap of taking the easy road, to choose convenience over commitment, or to take shortcuts in order to avoid discomfort. But the reality is that true honor is built in those moments of sacrifice. When you give up something important in the present for the greater good or for a higher purpose in the future. Honor is not about what you gain, it's about what you are willing to give up, endure, or suffer in order to uphold your values and live according to your principles. The first aspect of sacrifice and honor involves a commitment to self-discipline. To live with honor, you must be willing to say no to distractions and temptations that might derail your journey. There will be moments when the urge to give in to comfort, pleasure, or instant gratification will be strong. Yet, it is precisely in those moments of temptation that honor is earned. Choosing to remain focused on your goals, to make the hard decisions, and to stay true to your commitments requires sacrifice. It demands that you resist the pull of what is easy and take the more difficult path that leads to lasting fulfillment. Honor demands sacrifice because it often means foregoing immediate rewards for long-term gains. It's easy to settle for short-term victories or momentary pleasures, but real honor comes from delaying gratification and committing to long-term goals that require hard work, perseverance, and patience. This might mean sacrificing time, energy, or resources that you would rather keep for yourself. But it's in that sacrifice that you build a legacy that is meaningful. Honor isn't about the fleeting triumphs of today. It's about creating something that will stand the test of time. Something that will still matter when the applause fades and the spotlight dims. To do this, you must be willing to sacrifice your present comfort for a greater future. Moreover, sacrifice is not only about giving up external rewards, but also about internal sacrifices. It requires you to push past your own fears, doubts, and insecurities. It means putting aside your own comfort zone in order to grow, challenge yourself, and achieve things that are beyond your current capabilities. This kind of sacrifice demands mental toughness. It asks you to face the discomfort of growth, to push through the pain of transformation, and to willingly endure the struggles that come with striving for something greater than yourself. Honor also requires the sacrifice of your ego, the need for recognition, approval, or praise can be one of the greatest obstacles to living with true honor. There is a temptation to want the world to see your efforts, to reward you for your hard work, or to acknowledge your sacrifices. But honor demands that you do what is right even when no one is watching, even when no one is there to applaud or congratulate you. This kind of sacrifice, letting go of your need for external validation, is essential to living with genuine honor. It requires you to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, not because you expect something in return. Another critical element of sacrifice and honor is the willingness to stand by your values even when it's difficult. Life will throw challenges your way, and there will be moments when upholding your principles will be tested. You might face pressure to compromise your integrity, to take shortcuts, or to engage in behavior that goes against your core beliefs. The temptation to take the easy way out will always be there, but true honor comes from the ability to make the right choices, even when the consequences are tough. Standing firm in your values, even when it costs you something important, is one of the greatest sacrifices you can make. And it's through these decisions that your honor is solidified. Sacrifice and honor also extends to how you treat others. It requires putting others before yourself at times and being willing to serve, help, or sacrifice for the benefit of others. This isn't just about material things. It's about the emotional and psychological sacrifices you make to show kindness, support, and empathy. In relationships, honor often demands that you set aside your own desires, fears, or insecurities in order to support those around you. It may mean making difficult decisions that require you to let go of selfishness in order to show compassion or understanding. This type of sacrifice, the sacrifice of self-interest for the well-being of others, is a true demonstration of honor. When you live with honor, you are constantly faced with decisions that will require sacrifice. The question is not whether or not you will have to sacrifice, but how you will respond when those moments arise. Will you choose the easy road, or will you step up and make the necessary sacrifices, knowing that they will shape your character and define the legacy you leave behind? Honor doesn't happen by accident, and it doesn't come without cost. It's a choice to rise above the easy path and make the hard decisions that will lead to greater strength, deeper integrity, and a life lived with purpose. Amen. Sacrifice is not something that depletes you. It's something that enriches you. The sacrifices you make today in the name of honor are the building blocks of a powerful, purposeful life. They strengthen your resolve, sharpen your focus, and help you grow into the person you were meant to be. The honor you gain through sacrifice is not fleeting. It is lasting, meaningful, and transformative. And when you look back on your life, you won't regret the sacrifices you made, because they will have shaped you into someone who lived not for temporary satisfaction, but for a life that truly mattered. Honor is the reward of sacrifice, and it is in giving up something now for something greater that you become the person who inspires others to live with the same commitment and integrity. Honor has a powerful and transformative effect, not only on the individual who lives by it, but also on the people around them. When you live with honor, you inspire others to do the same. It creates a ripple effect that can influence your community, your workplace, and even your family. Honor is a reflection of the character you embody, and that character becomes a beacon for others to follow. When people witness your commitment to doing what is right, your unwavering dedication to your values, and your ability to stay true to your principles, they can't help but be influenced by that example. Honor has a magnetic quality. It attracts respect, admiration, and trust. But even more importantly, it encourages others to raise their own standards and live by a higher set of values. The act of living with honor sets a benchmark for others, especially those who might be struggling with their own sense of direction or self-worth. People are often watching, even when they don't appear to be, and when they see someone consistently demonstrating strength, integrity, and resilience, they are reminded that it is possible to live with honor in a world that often seems to reward shortcuts and compromise. It's easy to get lost in the noise of a world where the wrong things often seem to be celebrated, but when you live with honor, you become a living testament to the fact that doing what is right even when it's hard, is not only possible, but also worthy of admiration. What makes honor such an inspiring force is that it's not about grand gestures or flashy displays. It's about the quiet, everyday actions that show consistency in character. The way you treat others when no one is looking, the way you handle setbacks with grace and dignity, and the way you make decisions that align with your values rather than your temporary desires. It's the small, seemingly insignificant choices that speak volumes to others. Honor is not about shouting from the rooftops about your good deeds. It's about letting your actions speak for themselves. It's through these actions that others see the depth of your commitment to your principles and are inspired to adopt similar behaviors in their own lives. One of the most powerful aspects of how honor inspires others is the trust it builds. When you live with honor, people begin to trust you because they know you will act in accordance with your values, regardless of the circumstances. Trust is not easily earned, but when you consistently demonstrate that you will do what you say, that you will keep your word, and that you will act with integrity, others will begin to rely on you as a stable and trustworthy presence in their lives. This trust becomes the foundation of strong relationships, whether in your personal life, your professional life, or your community. Furthermore, honor encourages a sense of accountability, not only for yourself, but for others as well. When you hold yourself to high standards of conduct, you implicitly challenge others to do the same. People who observe you living with honor may start to ask themselves difficult questions. Am I living with the same level of integrity? Do I hold myself accountable to the same values? Am I being honest with myself and others? These are powerful reflections that honor can spark in others. Your commitment to living honorably can motivate those around you to step up and elevate their own behavior, to strive for higher standards, and to become the kind of people who lead by example, just as you do. In the workplace, living with honor can be a game changer. When you bring honor into your professional life, you set a tone that inspires your colleagues, your subordinates, and even your superiors. It creates an environment where integrity is valued over shortcuts, where ethical decision making takes precedence over personal gain, and where respect for others is the foundation of teamwork and collaboration. In such an environment, people feel motivated to contribute their best work, knowing that they are part of something greater than just a job or a paycheck. Honor fosters a sense of pride in what you do, knowing that you are creating something of value and that your efforts are contributing to a larger purpose. But the inspiration that comes from living with honor is not just limited to the workplace or public arenas. It's also felt deeply in personal relationships. Honor is the cornerstone of trust in relationships, whether they are romantic, familial, or friendships. When you live with honor in your personal life, you build a foundation of respect, loyalty, and understanding. Your friends and family know they can rely on you to keep your promises, to act in their best interest, and to stand by them in times of need. It's through this consistent demonstration of honor that you create an environment where others feel safe to be vulnerable, to open up, and to trust in the strength of your relationship. Honor builds strong, unshakable bonds that are not easily broken by time, distance, or hardship. Honor's ability to inspire others, perhaps most profound in the way it influences the next generation. When young people see those around them living with honor, they begin to internalize these values and apply them to their own lives. Children learn by example, and when they see the impact of living with integrity, they are more likely to grow up and embody those same values. By living with honor, you become a role model, not just for your peers, but also for those who will one day carry the torch forward. This creates a cycle where honor continues to be passed down generation after generation, creating a ripple effect that impacts families, communities, and societies at large. Ultimately, honor is a gift that keeps on giving. The more you live by it, the more you inspire others to do the same. It becomes a movement, a force that elevates everyone it touches. When you live with honor, you don't just change your own life. You change the lives of those around you. You challenge others to rise up, to do better, and to live more authentically. And in doing so, you create a world where honor is valued, where respect is the foundation of all relationships, and where people are motivated by something greater than themselves. Through honor, you inspire greatness not just in yourself, but in everyone you come into contact with. It's a powerful, transformative force that has the ability to change the world one person at a time. Honor is not a fleeting concept that comes and goes depending on the situation or convenience. It is built on consistency. Consistency is the backbone of honor, the unshakable foundation that allows it to stand firm in the face of adversity and remain steady through the fluctuations of life. It's easy to act honorably when things are going well, when everything is falling into place, and when the rewards are immediate. But true honor is tested when life becomes difficult, when you are under pressure, when no one is watching, and when the consequences of your actions are not immediately clear. It is in these moments that the consistency of your honor is proven and solidified. Living with honor requires that you maintain the same high standards of behavior, regardless of the circumstances. Whether you're facing challenges or enjoying successes, whether you're surrounded by others or alone, honor demands that you remain true to your values and principles at all times. It is not about choosing when to act honorably based on convenience or benefit, but rather about maintaining a steadfast commitment to doing what is right, regardless of the external circumstances. This consistency is not something that can be faked or achieved in spurts. It's something that is woven into the very fabric of who you are and how you approach life. Consistency in honor means doing what you say you will do, whether it's a small promise or a significant commitment. When you give your word, it must mean something. People around you should be able to rely on the fact that if you say something, you will follow through. This is the bedrock of trust. When you demonstrate that your actions are always in alignment with your words, you build a reputation of reliability and integrity. This level of consistency is rare, but it is the hallmark of someone who truly lives with honor. It's easy to make promises in the moment, but honor requires that you consistently keep those promises, even when it becomes difficult or inconvenient. It requires discipline and a deep commitment to your word, not just for the immediate benefit, but for the long-term credibility you build through every act of consistency. Moreover, consistency and honor is reflected in your actions, not just your words. Anyone can talk about honor, but it is the actions that count. Your behavior must consistently reflect the values you claim to uphold. It is not enough to express your beliefs in moments of inspiration or in front of an audience. True honor is shown in the small, seemingly insignificant moments of everyday life. Whether it's treating others with respect in a crowded place, helping someone in need without seeking recognition, or standing up for what's right when no one else will. Honor is consistently present in how you treat others and how you carry yourself in the world. It's not about performing acts of honor for the sake of validation. It's about living with integrity, because that is who you are at your core. Consistency in honor also means doing the right thing when it's hard, when it would be easier to compromise, and when the stakes are high. It's easy to be honorable when there are no repercussions, when everyone agrees with you, and when the reward is obvious. However, it's when the consequences are uncertain, when people may question your decisions, or when the road gets tough, that your honor is truly tested. Consistency in those difficult moments is what separates those who live with true honor from those who only do so when it's convenient. Honor demands that you act according to your principles, even when doing so may cost you something, whether it's time, money, relationships, or status. It means remaining unwavering in your commitment to your values, even when there is no immediate payoff or recognition. To live consistently with honor is also to accept that your character is a reflection of your daily actions. Every choice you make, no matter how small, contributes to the overall picture of who you are as a person. If you are inconsistent, if you live honorably one day and compromise the next, you create confusion and doubt in the minds of those around you. People need to be able to trust that your actions will always be aligned with your words, regardless of external pressures. This consistency creates a sense of reliability and stability that others can depend on. It also builds a sense of confidence within yourself. When you consistently live in alignment with your values, you develop a deep sense of self-respect. You can stand tall knowing that you are the same person in all circumstances. Someone who upholds their principles no matter what. Furthermore, consistency and honor isn't just about your relationship with others. It also extends to your relationship with yourself. To live consistently with honor requires self-awareness and self-discipline. It demands that you hold yourself accountable, that you stay true to your values even when you face temptation or adversity, and that you continuously strive to be the best version of yourself. This consistency is built through daily habits, through the small decisions that reinforce your commitment to integrity. It's not about a grand, one-time display of honor. It's about how you show up every day with the same dedication, the same commitment, and the same values guiding your actions. Consistency in honor also means that you are constantly evolving and improving. Living with honor does not mean you are perfect. It means you are committed to growth and learning from your mistakes. Consistency requires that you reflect on your actions, acknowledge when you fall short, and take the necessary steps to course correct. It's not about being flawless. It's about being relentless in your pursuit of betterment, in holding yourself to the highest standards, and in ensuring that every day you live a little more honorably than the day before. This commitment to ongoing improvement is part of what makes consistency in honor so powerful. It's not about reaching a destination, but about making steady progress toward becoming the person you are meant to be. In the end, consistency in honor creates a legacy. It's not the single moment of brilliance or the one time heroic act that defines your honor, but the accumulation of countless decisions over time. The consistency with which you live your life, with honor as your guiding principle, will leave a mark on the world. People will remember you not for the extraordinary things you did in a fleeting moment, but for the steady, unwavering commitment to integrity you showed every single day. Your consistency in honoring your word, your principles, and your values will become a testimony to your character, inspiring others to live with the same level of dedication, reliability, and integrity. Living consistently with honor is not easy. It requires discipline, patience, and a deep commitment to doing what is right, no matter the circumstances. But in doing so, you create a life of lasting meaning and purpose, one where your actions and your character align, and where you become a person others can rely on, trust, and admire. Listen to me closely. Honor is not just a word. It's a way of life. It's a decision you make every single day. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. It's about sticking to your word, even when the world tries to make you break it. Honor is about consistency, choosing to do what's right when it's hard, when no one's watching, when it feels like no one cares. You can't fake honor. It's not about temporary glory or momentary praise. Honor is built in the grind, in the silence, in the struggle. It's built when you're tired, when you're hurting, when you're facing setbacks. It's about doing the right thing when you'd rather take the easy road. It's about the sacrifices you make for something bigger than yourself. What's your legacy going to be? What will people say about you when you're not in the room? Will they talk about the moments where you compromised? Or will they speak about your unshakable integrity, your commitment to doing what was right? No matter what, you want to stand out. You want to leave a mark. Then live with honor. Every decision, every action, every moment. It's a chance to be the best version of yourself. You owe it to yourself, and you owe it to the people around you to live with honor. Be that person who doesn't just talk about it. Be the one who lives it, and watch how it transforms your life and the lives of everyone you touch. Honor will never fail you. And when you live with it, you're not just building your future, you're shaping a world that will never forget the strength, the power, and the legacy of your character. So go out there, make your mark, live with honor,